Hello and welcome to another Doctor's Assistant 1 video, and today I'm doing a video on why I dislike Doctor Who Hellbent. Now, saying that I dislike Doctor Who Hellbent is putting it politely and bluntly, but politely. Fuck this story. Simply put, this is a really, really bad story if you ask me personally. I mean, if you like it, more respect to you, and more power to you even. Because again, I never go out of my way to be like, you know what, I'm gonna hit this video game or this comic book or this episode of Doctor Who and all that. I just want to like Doctor Who and like the things that I experience and the people I meet and the places I go. I never go out of my way to be like, yes, I'm definitely gonna hit this thing, because that's stupid and short-sighted and moronic. Stupid if you ask me. But this story is fucking shit. Putting it bluntly again. I'm going to try my best to go over everything in this episode review of sorts. But my thoughts are very scattered because of the previous, I viewed it before doing this video. I viewed the episodes. I can't really remember most of it. I couldn't focus on it because it just wasn't entertaining to me. It was boring, but it's different than, say, something like The Crimson Horror or Night Terrors or In the Forest of the Shite or, I don't know, I can't think of it, Love and Monsters, some other shit episodes, or Fear Her, some other bad crap episodes, right? The thing is, with those, I can at least sort of say, okay, well, they were kind of just filler, they were kind of just padding out the series, they were kind of just there, really, But this story really gets under my skin, and it's because it's not like it's just a throwaway story. It has so much stuff to do with the mythology and the lore of Doctor Who that it enrages me. It actually, at times, when I first watched this, it actually got me angry. It got me angry, it made me hate the story. This is how much I detest this story, right? I would, if I'd have known what I was going to be watching on first viewing, I would have actually considered not watching it if I'd have known what was coming ahead. That's how bad it is. It's so bad that after that episode and that, after the Series 9 finale, that is Hellbent, in 2016 when they had no Doctor Who, my enthusiasm for Doctor Who just went and dipped into this abyss. So I guess in that respect, you've won. Well done. Outstanding job, Stephen Moffat, you won. You made me, a big Doctor Who fan, not like the show. That's an accomplishment. Bravo. Thank you. It's like, I just don't get it, because, the end of Heaven Sent, he's on Gallifrey, and then the beginning of Hellbent is in America. Okay, so it's disjointed, first of all. Then we keep getting, in the beginning bit, we keep getting, flashbacks to, or bits that keep chopping from Gallifrey to Clara and the Doctor talking in the diner, which is rather jarring, or takes me out of the experience, pulls me out of the experience of the Gallifrey stuff, which the first 5 minutes, I'll give credit where credit is due. First 5 or 10 minutes of the story is okay, is sort of actually decent, and if anything, kind of enjoyable. The music's decent, the direction in this episode is phenomenal, the visual effects of Gallifrey, phenomenal, costume design, everything surrounding this story is really top notch, but it's just the writing. The writing is fucking awful. It just, I get what Stephen is trying to do here. I feel like he's trying to obviously make the Doctor not the Doctor, and that's why, because he's trying to save Clara, and in doing so he's breaking the laws of time, and in doing so he's not being the Doctor, or the Doctor we at least know. But in doing that, you're making him become a character that he's not, which is fine if it wasn't for the fact that I personally do not believe that this Doctor would do that to to save Clara. I don't feel like the Doctor would do that for Sarah Jane, Jo Grant, you know, Rose, you know, what's his face, the character in Grace, you know, in the 1996 TV movie, Ace, you know, fucking Perry, you know, bloody Perry, you know, all Jamie, you know, just none of the classic series Doctors would have ever done this to save a companion. I don't feel like, right? But no, Capaldi's Doctor does. You know, previously in the same story, Ken Bones' character of the sort of general, you know, he's the bald guy who's the general of the soldiers, right? He basically says, no, Rassilon, you're not the president anymore. He is, get off his planet, right? So he is stating outright that he's on the side of the Doctor. He then later on challenges the Doctor's belief and or challenges his authority and his opinion and what he wants to do in the narrative of the story, right? So the Doctor punches him in the face, steals his gun, and shoots him. He was one in Day of the Doctor. He was one... That army soldier was in the Day of the Doctor, and probably served under the War Doctor, maybe. We don't know that, but let's hypothetically say he did. You know, or he might have... And he just did something sort of for the Doctor in the previous... bit of this episode and then get screwed over by the Doctor. What a dick move. That wouldn't be what the Doctor does. And then he regenerates, he becomes a black woman, not just a woman, a black woman, because you have to twist the knife, don't you, Stephen? You have to stab the fans, you have to twist it. It wasn't bad enough that you stabbed us, you have to twist the knife, you have to keep twisting it, don't you? You tit. You know, you can never get enough, can you? You want to twist it, you know? And then there's that line of like, oh, well, I was never always, that one regeneration I was a dude. How could I put all that ego in one body, or whatever, all that ego in one body, and stupid sexist fucking remark, which, you know, obviously if it was played the other way, every fucking feminist would go absolutely apeshit, but because it's a man... or a woman, sorry, complaining about a man, that's totally fine. How about this? It's an out there concept, but gender equality is equality for both genders and people as a whole. Fucking hell, I know, right? An out there concept. Jesus Christ. You know, and then the Doctor runs off and then says, oh, Clara's like, oh my god, what? You've just killed you know, another Time Lord, you've just killed him, you've just shot him, what the hell, which was my immediate reaction. And then he says, oh, it's okay, he's if you get killed, you die, he doesn't. What? Oh, he's gonna regenerate. Regeneration on Gallifrey is like man flu. Are you fucking kidding me? Sorry, but this is written by the same writer, I might add, who wrote the previous story, which is Heaven Sent, where I recall quite distinctly that, you know, a sort of part and or section of that story where the Doctor was saying that, you know, even though regeneration is evading death, it's excruciatingly agonising and a long drawn out process that even though it might be a quick process, is a painful and excruciatingly, you know, painful ordeal, and that ideally Time Lords would like to do it amongst their own and close family and friends, because it's sort of a sacred sort of thing to happen of sorts. And yet, that writer wrote that, you know, that sort of something along those lines. Next week, he writes something about, oh, well, regeneration's just man flu. Let's just run away. Let's just run away from the problem. That's all this is. Just, here's this one idea. You don't like that? Okay, scrap that. Here's another one. Here's another one. Here's another one. Here's that. This, that. You know, just throw all this shit at you and hope that some of it sticks. You know, seriously. Like, in my head, I just think of Steve Moffat in terms of this episode as a monkey throwing his feces out a window and just seeing what sticks. And what doesn't stick, fuck it. Just throw more shit at the window. If it sticks, it's good. They'll watch any old shit. You know? Oh, great, there's a new Sonic. 10 out of 10 episode. What? There's actual news outlets saying shit like that. Are you fucking kidding me? Yeah, granted, I do like the... Well, in retrospect, the new Sonic's pretty cool, and it's grown on me in Series 10, right? But, no. You know, or he distracts you with bullshit tactics of, like, classic Who stuff. You know, look, old William Hartnell TARDIS, don't look at all this other plot hole shit. You know, we go into the cloister bits, the cloister, section of Gallifrey, right? Well, of course, insert fucking fanfare affair, you know, like the fanfare section, you know, you've got your Daleks, you've got your Cybermen, and you've got the Weeping Angels. Why? Just because we know that those are the three main New Who, Doctor Who, scary villainy type things that the kids get scared of. Let's just throw them in there. Why? Do they need to be in there? Do the fuckers like? Just throw them there. Because that'll be fun. That'll keep some children and some adults maybe even occupied for a few minutes whilst we try and, you know, make some sort of actual competent story. Oh wait, we're not going to do that this week. Fuck that. You know, the Sisterhood of Khan are here for no apparent reason. They just randomly show up. Gallifrey's at the end of the universe. Khan, I want to say, is a different planet to Gallifrey last time I checked. And yet, somehow the Sisterhood of Khan know where the Time Lords are. Go figure. That was fucking stupid. The Rassilon, Donald Sumpter is a good actor. I've seen him in ITV's Jekyll and Hyde, and I've seen him in something else with David Warner and, ironically, Maisie Williams. And he's good in that as well. He was good in that, and he was good in Jekyll and Hyde. He was just wasted here. Fucking wasted. Rassilon is supposed to be this evil, vindictive, you know, powerhouse. This sort of, you know, this malevolent sort of evil, vindictive dictator, you know, who's got this sort of weight to him and this sort of stature to him, which Timothy Dalton, I want to say was the previous Rassilon, right, in The End of Time Part 2, and or 1, the cliffhanger and that, if you include that. He was phenomenal as Rassilon there. He was superb, right? This one, absolutely shit. That's no fault to Donald Sumpter. He was great. Oh, he was as good as he could be with the material he was given. But fuck the actual characterization of Rassilon. That's what Stephen did. As soon as Rassilon gets fucked over and gets told by that army general, this isn't your planet anymore, you're not the president, the doctor is, fuck off, and he just goes, bye! Oh, bye then! Whee! It just flies off in that spaceship. Yeah, basically, that's when the story just goes into an oblivion, an abyss, alright? Me, the character of Me, played by Maisie Williams, she tries to fucking convince the Doctor that the hybrid is maybe the Doctor because he's half human on his mother's side and all that shit. What? Maybe, just maybe, the Doctor likes going to Earth because he likes humans, maybe? Or because he knows they're a vulnerable species, or maybe because he likes most of his companions are from there, you know, they're just an interesting, fascinating species that he loves. He knows that they're vulnerable in comparison to other species. Maybe he knows that he can help them become better, you know, because some of them are damaged, you know. There doesn't need to be a reason for, like, the whole, oh, why does the Doctor always go to Earth sort of thing. Maybe just because he wants to. Fuck it. I don't know. He can go to, you know, the planet Glibglob 4 bajillion, you know, the Glibglob Nebula, for all I care. Why? Just because, you know? And the whole hybrid thing, oh, it scared him as a child, fuck that shit. You don't need to be tampering with this shit, alright? You know, there's a difference to paying homage to the classic series and weaving in some of your ideas and elements to tie into the classic series. There's a difference between that and saying, okay, I don't like that, or that from the classic series. Let's just take this, snap it, and, you know, rewrite this and chuck it back in there. Okay, now that's how I see the classic series. That's my idea now. Or this is what it is now. No, because other people, you have to pay homage and, you know, respect what's gone before you as a creator, ideally, especially with something as, you know, established as Doctor Who, I would like to think anyway, but, you know, Stephen just loves to break this shit. You know, again, the the whole I was scared of the hybrid thing, fuck that. He just left Gallifrey because he wanted to help lesser, or help vulnerable well, not vulnerable, but people who needed help. He saw injustice in the universe, he wanted to see if he could help. That's it and that's all. You don't need this whole hybrid crap, okay? That was a fine enough explanation in the classic series as to why he left Gallifrey. I'm fine with it, most fans are fine with it. Fuck the hybrid bullshit, okay? That's what I think of that shit. And the hybrid is him and Clara. Clara ends up remembering the Doctor forgets her, but kind of not really, because he still remembers the main sections of what she's done. So basically he still develops as a character, so he knows most of the important impact of her, but he can't remember her being there. He has got exposed and changed by the events that he's experienced with her, but he can't remember her actually being there, which is interesting to say the least. You tell fans you're going to be setting an episode on Gallifrey and then you do this shit. No, it's not on. Simply put, it shouldn't be on. We shouldn't stand for this shit. And again, if you like the story, fine, great, I guess. I didn't. It almost killed my enthusiasm for the show as a whole. And for that, I'm going to give it a 1 out of 10. It is one of the worst Doctor Who stories of all time, if you ask me. It fucks up with the continuity. The Doctor is unlikable in this. Capaldi does as well as he can do with the material he's being given. The positives would be, again, the costume design, set design, music, the direction. I love the direction of this. Visually, Gallifrey looks superb. All those things look amazing. It looks, sounds, amazing and all that. It's just written poorly. The character of the Doctor is fucking unlikable in this. I appreciate we're supposed to not like him, but still, Clara, really? He's doing all this for Clara? It's bad enough that she gave him his moral compass, essentially. Never cruel nor cowardly. Yeah, that came from her. Okay, so she's dead now, so does that now mean that the Doctor has no real moral compass? Clearly it doesn't, because she gave him that moral compass, right? In Listen, remember? So obviously he's got to be so heartbroken that he's gonna fuck up the whole of time and space just to save her. It's like, really though? Rassilon's really shit in this and really pathetically weak. The Doctor kills Ken Bones' character kills his version, that version of him. And then, we get that whole regeneration-y thing. Stephen even interjects literally and fucks up another writer's episode. You've got Face the Raven, which was a great send-off to Clark. Well, I didn't actually like that death scene personally myself, but it would have been better if she'd have just stayed dead. No, you needed to fuck it up, that it's not bad enough that, that he fucks up classic Who stuff, or his own shit, with Series 6, all of that story arc was his own ideas, and then it's just one hodgepodge mess by the end, and a shit show in that series by the end, right? In my opinion. But then you get, as I say, you've got, him fucking up with his own shit, the classic series, and now a new writer with Sarah Dollard wrote, Face the Raven, which was a really good story, by the way. A good story I really like in Series 9. Fairly underrated. Well, might not actually be. I can't remember, but I like it. Anyway, but then, he goes, you know what? Clara died in that story, but death shouldn't be a thing in drama. Death isn't a thing in drama. You know why? Because I don't like death. He has said in an episode, behind the scenes in the fan show, he said to Crystal D that, I don't think death is a thing that should happen in Doctor Who. Doctor Who's a fairy tale story. I don't think Doctor Who should tackle death. And it's like, okay, do you not watch your own show? What about the Time War? Did no one die in that? What about Adric? Did he just not die? What about, the Daleks? They've died loads of times. What about, fucking planets the Doctor can't save sometimes, you know, or refugees and people who've been like in Dalek labour camps in the Time War, or, you know, just other events where he just can't save everyone, you know. It's stupid, because now if there's a death, some fans might just think, oh well, can't Jodie Whittaker's Doctor just go back on to Gallifrey and save that person? You know? Like, yeah, 1 out of 10. I do not like this story. If you do, great. Whatever your opinion, just voice it off in the comment section and I will try and reply. Thanks for watching, comment, rate and subscribe.